El Nino. Far from being the romantic Spanish hunk, he's actually a Peruvian brat. The hot spell phenomenon named El Nino came from Peru, refers to Christ child because it usually happens around Christmas time. Now, nobody gave a crap about it until the 1960s, when everyone realized, not only in Peru, crops are drying up due to extreme hot weather or heavy floods, depending where you are. As for Malaysia, this year we've been sweating our off for months, and fortunately, we are halfway there. Aside from worrying about your pit stains that vaguely resembles your state, have you ever wondered how the hell we got so hot? Our average temperature on a normal day is about 27 degrees Celsius. Now, the hottest place in Chuping and Perlis is almost 40 degrees. Up to date, 2 people died of heat stroke. Year after year, we break the most bizarre records, like the longest yisang, the most eggs crushed with the wrist in 30 seconds, and this one. Now this one's legit. In March, TNB recorded the highest electricity demand at 17,175 megawatts because more people turned on their aircons for longer hours and setting it colder. As of 2013, over 90% of electricity produced in West Malaysia came from fossil fuel, with gas and coal each contributing half, while diesel at 3.3%. The rest, a pitiful 8% from hydropower and only 1% from biomass. Back in 2001, the government aimed to increase power generation from renewable energy to 5%. It's 2016, we're still less than 1%. Although there are efforts to bump up the use of solar energy, but at the same time, TNB says it wants to add another 5,000 megawatts of coal-fired capacity over the 2015 to 2019 period. Now, if you weren't sleeping in science class, you should know that burning stuff creates carbon dioxide, which is largely why we're getting roasted alive. So essentially, we collectively as a nation are doing this. According to UN's data, Malaysia ranked 26 worldwide in 2012 when it came to CO2 emission from fuel combustion. As a nation, aside from embarrassing BOMO, we produce 0.62% of global emission, which comes down to about 6.7 metric tons of CO2 per person per year. That's about the weight of 40 double-decker buses. But to be fair, we did make some pledges during the Paris Climate Change Summit. We promised to reduce greenhouse gas emission intensity by 45% by year 2030, of which 35% is on an unconditional basis. The other 10 will only happen if we get funding from developed countries. I promise to do 35% of my homework unconditionally and another 10 if Uncle Sam buys me a MacBook Air, because you know I really need the spell check function. While our government feels that it needs some sort of expensive, cutting-edge thingamajig to do its part, Bhutan, on the other hand, with GDP way lower than us, is making great strides at staying carbon negative. And still, it has excess hydropower to sell to India. Their policies are so amazing that Bhutan's Prime Minister gets to brag about it on TED Talk. And as far as our country is concerned, it's got 99 problems and the heat ain't one. Or is it? Recently, Putrajaya had to allocate 4 million ringgit to help farmers up north to water their crops. When these guys suffer bad harvests, that means get ready for expensive rice. Yes, El Nino is great for CPO prices because demand exceeds supply, but in the long run, when the trees are all dried up, that's gonna screw up your yield next year. The ocean is hotter now. Even Nemo started its own sunscreen brand. When they swim deeper to avoid sunburn, fishermen get poor catch, which means you get expensive seafood. And poor you will have to work OT for that extra cash and no MC for you, even if you got heat stroke. So what do we do now? I know. We plant more trees. We stop illegal logging. No open burning. We go green. We recycle. We ban plastic bag. Tariff hike. Toll hikes. Pollution fight. Go vegan. Okay, stop, sorry. All those are great ideas if we started 20 years ago. Nobody wants to bite the bullet for a tree-hugging cause. Not you, not the industry players. We can't even separate our trash, for God's sake. So yeah, going green and not going green both cost a lot of money. But never mind that, now we have a new problem. And get ready for round 2, baby, because the haze is back. What? If you can't beat them, join them. Just saying.